everyone, welcome to the road to the millionaire retirement. My name is Andrew and thank you for checking out this channel and watching this video. In this video, I want to show you guys how I use my search engine or the search function to find the dividend that I'm looking for. So first, if you are using Fidelity, what you're gonna see is your main portfolio page. From here on the top, you'll see a news and research, and under that, you'll see a stock. Click that. Scroll down and you'll see the see more very bullish stock across our sector. You click that and this will take you to the default search engine result or something like that, I guess. And on the left column is where you pick and decide what you want to search for, whatever it is that you're searching for. So for this video, I'm searching for the dividend companies that I'm interested in. And usually what I do is I go down the list and change things or delete or add as I need them. For the security type, this is basically common stock. Other than that, I don't think I don't do United Trust Fund or the depository receipt. So I stick with the common stock. So no changes there. For this equity, I usually like to go neutral and up to the very bullish. The very bearish, that's kind of like, kind of risky-ish, I guess. But if you guys want, you guys could click that and just see what all 5 of these categories shows. And as for the sector, industry, and sub-industry, I just make everything selected so that way when I check the list here, it kind of gives me a better view of what it is that I'm investing into. As for the market cap, if you guys have seen my previous video, I usually recommend what I usually do is make sure that it is 2 billion minimum, but I usually leave it at 1 billion as a default, and I would change this to at most 3 trillion. I choose 3 trillion because from top of my head, Apple and Microsoft is above 1 trillion. I think Apple is sitting at maybe like 1.5 or higher, but I choose 3 in case there's any other foreign country that has a higher market cap than Apple or Microsoft. Now, so after these 5, what I like to add is the dividend yield. So what is dividend yield? Dividend yield, I have a Google here, is annual dividend per share divided by current share price. And what the percentage that I like to set for this is minimum of 2%. My portfolio is mostly focused on dividend portfolio and dividend companies, so I don't want anything that's too low. I think the only exception is Apple and Microsoft. That's because those are the 2 big companies that I have big faith in the long run. So even with the low paying dividend yield, which is less than 2% for Apple and Microsoft, I'm willing to make that compromise because I believe that their growth is gonna be worth the low dividend pay. And as for the maximum, I just leave it as a default, which is 73%. I don't know if there's anything, or I don't know if there's any company that pays more than 73% of dividend yield. And the last thing I like to add is the dividend price. So that's not under the most popular category, so you will actually have to go to the dividend category and click on the dividend. And this is where you want to put the price of the dividend that you wanted to get from the minimum to maximum. And usually I like to do a 25 cents or a quarter. Now once I've done all that, it shows you that there's 234 matches that fit all of these categories. So after that, I like to press the high button here to extend the view. And as you can see, you could scroll left and right and it will show you everything that you have put for your under your category here. So the sector, industry, sub-industry, the market cap, dividend yield, and the amount of dividend. And the way you could organize this is, let's say like I want to see the highest paying dividend. Then what you can do is click that and it will show you the highest paying dividend and going downward. Same thing with the dividend yield or the market cap or the security price. It will show you from the top And if I were to click this again, the dividend yield, it will start from the bottom, which is the 25 cents. And as I'm looking at these numbers from the dividend yield and dividend, I like to check what it is that where I'm investing into. From the top of my head, I know that I have some of the finance, so I want to try to avoid finance just so that way I could diverse my portfolio better. Communication service, I think AT&T is the only communication service that I own. But as you guys can see, if you guys know what sector you guys own, you guys could compare and see, hey, okay, maybe this is a new sector that my portfolio doesn't have, and so maybe I'll look into it. So this is basically my default chart on how I narrow down my dividend search. And once I find a company that caught my interest, let's say for example PacWest. I used to have this company, but I sold it. But we'll just use this as an example. Let's say that I like this company as far as like the number wise. What I would do is I will left click, open new tab, and I will scroll down to check out the dividend record and click on the dividend detail. And I will check how long their dividend has been paying and how their growth in that paying is. So starting from 2011, they paid a penny and increased it to 18 cents, went up to 25 cents, 50 cents for a couple quarter, actually maybe a few year, and 60 cents for like maybe 2 year. And then they lowered the dividend pay to 25 cents when the COVID happened. I think that's one of the reasons why I decided to sell this company, because their dividend was going down due to the COVID and it wasn't consistent. But I mean, if this was going up, if it was 60 to maybe 70 cents, then that passed one of my check mark that the company has been increasing their dividend consistently. And coming back to the main screen, I will scroll down and check on the key statistic. And here I will look at the numbers on this chart and see if these are appealing numbers for me. I did make a video previously about what it is that I look for in a company to make sure that I feel like these are the good company that I'm willing to invest in. I'll post that in a link below in the description so you guys could check out that video. So basically that's it. It's a simplified version of what I do to search for the dividend paying stock. Hopefully if you guys are interested in searching your dividend company, you guys can do what I did using the Fidelity, using these tools, these check marks to see what company that you want to invest it in. If you guys, going up to maybe starting from the dividend, if you guys want something less than a quarter, change that to a 10 cents and you'll have more options or more match result. Let's see what we got, 314 instead of 234. And dividend yield, if you guys don't mind lower dividend yield, change that to 1%, and then it'll give you guys more result regarding how many companies that fit within that categories. And if you guys want market cap to be less than a billion, maybe you guys want 50 million, change that to 50 million. But even better yet, you guys could also do a price performance. Usually what I like to do is price performance and see how the company has grown. So if you want to see a company that has grown, let's say you want to see a company that has grown 20% and above. Do that, hide that, scroll to the right, and you could click that to see how well the company has grown. 863%. So this company has grown 863% in the last 52 weeks. That paid 23 cents per share, and it has a 2.32% of dividend. And so what is this company? It's called Camping World Holding. Oh, well, I guess surprisingly this company is pretty impressive. I think I might want to add this to my watch list. So let's press watch list. Okay, so yeah, I'll come back and check this company because obviously it caught my interest right now for the first time. And the number doesn't seem that bad. I think the only thing that kind of make me question is these high insane percentage, like over 7,000% on the long-term debt. I've never seen anything that high before. But I mean, I'll look into this more because it's definitely a company that's been growing that pays dividends. So, but first, let's see. Their dividend pay has increased significantly, and they have been paying dividends since 2016, so it hasn't been that long. Well, I'll look more into this and decide whether I want to keep it or not. Anyway, going back. So this is basically what you guys can do to narrow your dividend search, and this is what I do to just look through what kind of new dividend company has come up, or the company. So I check these from time to time just to see what new company has arrived or not that falls within my checklist. So if you guys enjoyed what you saw, press the like button. If you guys didn't like what you saw, then press the dislike button. Tell me what you guys didn't like about it, what I should have done better to improve the video. If you guys have any questions, comment below and I will try to answer them on next video. And if you guys want to come along on this journey for my portfolio to reach that $1 million, subscribe so that way you guys don't miss out on the future videos. Thank you so much for all the support, guys and ladies, and I wish you guys all the best of luck in the stock market this week.